We're taking the opportunity to empty ourselves of all other thoughts. Just relax, and all we have to do in the next 45 minutes is move around. Breathe in. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Warming up the spine. I can see you sneak in. Now do our first 2 neck exercises. Push the air against the chin, push away. And second neck exercise. And since this is the neck, whoops, the rest of the body is facing forward. We're just turning the neck. And one more to the other side. And back to the center. Relax. Let's do the shoulders. Forward. And back. And arms out. And make little circles. If your shoulders are sore, you can go any height that suits you, and then back the other way. And now with the arms still out, we'll just rotate them. And now, still holding the arms out, rotate the wrists. And the other way. And relax. Now we're going to grab a wall. Push the ceiling up and the floor down. And now bend the knees as you switch hands in the middle. I see some good form here where you're not locking your elbows, you're keeping them relaxed. That's good. Important thing is as soon as you get up there, you start back because we don't like to interrupt this rhythmic movement. So we don't hold the form. moving. Okay, and relax. Grab the ball again. This time we move the whole upper body to the side. Switch hands on that ball. And all the way around. Switch and start back. To the center and relax. And we're going to open up that pelvic area. We're going to put all the weight on one leg. I have all the weight on my left leg, and I'm going to come up on the ball of my right foot. I'm just going to hit it out and then back, and I'm going to keep my pelvis facing forward. Just opening up that groin area. You know, tight pelvic area leads to knee problems and hip replacements, along with other things, but this helps. And switch weight to the other leg. Come up on the ball of the other foot and pivot on it. See how far you can open it up. Okay, relax. Another hip exercise is to hands back, tap out, swing the foot back and hands forward. Hands are staying close to the body, and we're not reaching, we're just bringing the hands up. And there's a lot of attention and weight on that supporting leg. The upper body's not doing anything except gently moving the hands up and down. Okay, now step back, transfer weight, and tap out. All the weight's on that other foot. And if you want to play with it, you can see if you can slow down that swinging motion, which causes you to balance a little more on that supporting leg. And relax. Down to the ankles. We're going to tap, same place on the floor, in, out, and switch, transfer weight, in, out, and transfer weight back, and then we're going to do the toe. Transfer weight. Think about connecting your mind to your body, to your feet. We're going to do a lot of work this morning. Okay. And now, where are the feet? We're going to come on the outside of the foot and flat. And now, think about lifting up the outside and coming up on the inside. And you can see, they look good. You don't see my knees moving. I'm trying to isolate just that inner edge of my foot. You look good. Very good. Okay, and now we're going to march. We're flexing that ankle. Very good. Shake it out. I'd like you to do one more thing. Put one hand on your stomach and cover it with the other, and rub your belly. Smile to yourself. I showed up. I'm going to learn a little more today, and I feel good. You don't know what it's like for the instructor of something like this, and you see these, they're so serious and intent. Am I making them feel that way? Okay, so we've, I want to show you what you've done so far. I'm just going to see what, I'm going to show you what you've done, the commencement. This is a little fast. One of the hardest things is slowing down. Breathe in, breathe out, you've done. And then you've done single whip. And then you've done wave hands in clouds. One direction, and we've done wave hands in clouds in the other direction. And each form is punctuated with a breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so that's what we've done so far, and that's a lot. So we're gonna begin by reviewing the commencement, like we always do. So first thing we do is check posture. And as I'm standing here, my feet are a little bit apart. I have space between my feet. My heels are in, and my toes pointing out a little bit. When I commence, hands come up away from the body, and they stay away as they come down, and then they curve toward the body as they step forward. And then up along the body and step the other foot forward. Come all the way up and then reach out. And then back. And then breathe in, breathe out. Okay. When I come up and I reach out, maybe I should use different terminology. I'm not really reaching out like that. I'm reaching out like this. I could almost picture a box around me that's maybe just a little bit further than my toes. Like I'm in a box. And that's about how far I go with everything I do, including reaching out and reaching back. So there's nothing that's way out away from my body. That really enables me to stay nice and upright and use my legs to support me and not have my torso moving around, which is very destabilizing. So the more we use our legs and our knees, the more stable we become, less likely to fall. Okay. So let's try that again. Thinking about the fact that when we first come up, commence, the arms are away from the body, but they're still pretty close, and elbows are bent quite a bit. And then when they come down, they stay away, but still close. They come toward the body as you step forward, up along the body. And now you're in a position to reach out a little bit, and then back. Okay. Now comes the hard one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Only hard thing about this is that we want to do it with intention. So when we breathe in, the air expands between our hands and it's almost, you don't even have to think about bringing air in because we feel that expansion. And then when we compress the air, we have to exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And the next thing we learned was a single whip. And that was after we breathe out, and our hands are head width apart, palms facing each other. And then look a little bit to the right. Make sure our weight's on the left foot because we're going to take a step to the right. And you'll notice that I'm leaning with my heel, and then the rest of my foot comes down. So let's do that again. Look a little to the right. Take a step to the right, heel first, and then the rest of the foot comes down. And once again. Okay. And we'll close up and we'll move on to the rest of the form. So, step to the side. Push the hands away in a wedge. We're still, palms still facing each other. Open the curtain. And then moving the weight to the left so we can move the right side of the body in. Good. Okay. Let's just do that a few times. Single whip. And again, in the breathe out position. Okay, so here we are, ready to do the wave hands. And we have, there's a nice space between the feet, and we're up on the ball of the right foot. Great, very good, very good. So we're going to take our first big step to the right, and up on the ball of the foot. And this time we step with the toe, and then the rest of the foot. And the step means a switch. Before we move the hands across, and then when we get over to the other side, we close up, step in. But because we step, that means we have to switch. Every time we step, we switch. And then let the hands come across to the other side. Now, we take our second step to the right. Switch. And then move the hands. Step in. Switch while you're still over here. Give yourself time to bring your hand to the other side. And then take your last third step. And while you're still over on the side, you switch and then come across the other side. Step in. And now just a hand switch to the front. Okay. So let's take that from single whip. And that's okay. First step to the right. Switch. Watch the hand come across. Step in. Switch. Watch the hand come across. It's the second step. Yeah, boy. Sometimes I lose track. No harm done. Step in. Let's switch. We'll do one more coming across. And this is the third step. So we're not going to do, we're going to step in, but we're finished stepping now, so we can just switch the hands back to closed position. Okay. And now, we're going to try it to the other side. So, on that breathe out position, we're going to look a little to the left. This time we're going to take a step to the left, heel first, and then the rest of the foot. Push the curtain open and close up. And again, from the breathe out position, step to the left, push away, open the curtain, come in. And once more, closed position. step to the left, you grasp in the front, push away over the curtain, step, and we're up on the ball of the left foot, ready to take our first step to the left. That means we switch while we're still over here. Move across, step in, switch. Watch the hand, move across your eyes. Second step, switch. Watch that hand come across. Step in, switch. Now move the hand across. And third step, that means a switch. And step in, we're finished stepping, so now we just open up those hands and come back to the front. Okay, let's do that one more time. Wave hands to the left, and we'll do the whole thing. Open it to the left. Step, open the curtain, and start wave hands. First step, step in. Second step. Step in. Third step. Step in. And now we're back to the center. Okay, it's starting to make a little sense. All right, I think we're ready to learn something called a brush knee. And it's like this. Facing you. It's called a brush knee because my hand is making a gesture across my knee. And then I'm doing a block. Yeah. So, the important thing about the brush movement is that it starts by one hand coming up, and it's almost like communicating with the palms of the two hands, and one hand keeps going and the other hand goes down. So from this breathe out position, all of a sudden you've got one hand moving up, it's the left, one hand right. That's what I hate about it. The right hand comes up, you can do it the other way too. The right hand comes up, and you watch it come up, and the left hand just comes down. It stops about here, just kind of hanging out after it's sort of brushed, what we call brushing the knee. It's not touching it, but it's making a gesture toward the knee. So from the breathe out position, you've got the palms passing each other. There's energy passing there. And you're watching your hand come up. And now you don't want it to stay up there so it blocks. And it's kind of a martial, that looks good. It's a martial gesture because you've got someone coming at you and it would block them from going any further. So, we have the brush knee block goes to the right to start with. So you're going to go to the right. So you're going to just pivot this right foot a little bit to set you up to go in that direction. So when you look over there, you pivot this foot, your right hand comes up, and you make a step with your left as you're brushing that left knee. And let's just do that piece. Let's not worry about the block, just the brush knee. Okay, so from the breathe out position, pivot a little bit on your right foot to So you're orienting to the left, but the palms pass each other. The weight is back on the right foot, and you brush the knee. Okay, so here we go. Breathe out. There's very little to it. I'm trying to really break it down. So the elements are, the hands are just doing this, but we're just looking in this direction. Now we'll complete it and it'll feel a little more complicated. So you need to look a little to the right, the left, pivot that right foot. Let the right hand come up. Watch it come up as the left hand brushes the knee, and then as that hand is up here ready to block and push away from you a little bit. And this the hand that brushed the knee just hangs out there. Don't even have to worry about it. Okay, so the only other element is that when you brush that knee, you take a little step with this foot as you walk. So, look a little to the right, left, pivot, look at it, hands come up, and walk in a little step. Yes, that looks good. Good. I'm probably making more of it than I have to. So this is what it looks like. And now it's a little awkward, right? Because you've left this right foot back too far. So when your block happens, you just bring that right foot up into a little forward step. So from this position, you pivot a little bit to the left. Start that nice hand up and brush the knee with a little step here. And then walk, and when you walk with that right, you bring the right foot up with it. We'll just do it a few times. Now, I'm going to walk up here because so you guys don't have to look back. So, over to the left, brushing the knee with a step. And a follow step. And again. And again. Putting a little bit, my hands coming up. And I'm taking time. I'm watching that hand come up. No rush, no rush, no rush. Now, I'm blocking and bringing this foot up. So for the feet, there are only two moves. When you brush the knee, you get a little bit of a step here. And when you walk, you follow a step. So there's a step with the left and then a follow step with the right. Well, once again, take a little to the left. Start that right hand up. Brush the knee. Walk with a follow step. Great. Good. Good. And then, we're not going to do this today, but just to whet your appetite, you're going to play root next. And you're going to parry, punch. You're going to really feel like you're doing Tai Chi. Okay. So, let's go through everything without stopping and think about any questions you might have. Do not worry about, oh my God, how am I going to remember this? We're just going to keep practicing together. Candace asked a really good question before class. And she said, well, what happens after this? Because the attendance sheet filled up during the last week of this particular group of 8 classes. The only reason I have the sheet in 8 classes is because I support Senior Solutions. It supports the training for Tai Chi instructors for this particular Tai Chi, and so I have to report to them in 8 class blocks. But I'll start a new sheet for next week, and I just keep going. I never stop, and that way we don't take 2 weeks off, and then, so people take vacations and come and go, but the class just keeps going. So we don't have to get behind and then start up again.
You don't get a vacation?
And I will announce if and when I take off.
So I've been here 3 of 8, and I feel like I ought to go through this again. Do you have another beginner start?
I don't start a beginner. It's a big deal when I start a beginner because I teach 4 classes a week already, and so I can't. That's as much as I can do because I'm also executive director of different years. So it's too much time. And
I'm not sure you adequately justify that to us.
And, pardon me, no. But anyway, that's a conundrum with this. And that's why I was disappointed that I didn't have more. I have a class at the Broadbrook Community Center, which is 15 people coming pretty regularly. You know, and this class shrunk down pretty fast. But then I know of at least 4 people in my mind who had reasons why they couldn't come today. So eventually it sinks in for people that if they can come at all, they should, because it'll start to pay off big time. And then when I see 2 classes getting close to each other, I merge them. And that's how this class came about. There was a class practicing here who moved up to join another class. They caught up with them. And it's the fall prevention. Once you get the whole sequence and we just keep practicing the same thing, that's when you get to join a big class and you move with a big class, and that's so much fun. You know, so that's how it works. But you'll see, you'll start to catch up. And it won't matter that you started late. All right, so here we go. We're going to think about our posture, shoulders down and back, chin back. Commence. Breathe in. Breathe out. Single width. Wave hands. 1. 2. 3. And back to the center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Single width to the left. Wave hands. 1. 2. 3. Back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, give it a little. And brush knee. Block. Follow step. That's good. Very good. Wow. I thought you'd get all.
We were being very quiet.
I've been 7 times, and I feel like I've been 3, so don't worry.
Okay, I would like to just relax a second, then we're going to put that same thing to music. And I'm really quite excited about how good we look. We're going to show off. couple of those other eyes. Okay, one hand on the hip, scoop across the front of your body, turn the wrist and watch the back of your hand. And let the gravity pull you down and bend your knees. And then straighten up. Your body is staying upright. Really important. Because there's something I didn't want to confuse you with. This upper body thing is very key. So, okay, great. Because when you brush me and you block, your upper body never changes. You know, you're going like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the movement is in your legs. And your upper body is going to end up like you're here. When you do this, your upper body's here. Your upper body's going to end up here. How's it going to do that if you can't lean forward into that plane? Because your legs are going to push it forward. It's all in your legs. And your upper body's going to stay straight. And you have moved yourself into the next position, but not because you went like this. It's this very different feeling, and that's where all the stability and the strength comes in. So legs, legs, legs. Arms follow. Good. Okay. We were going to put that to music.
That's the refrigerator. What?
The cat's walking on, it's the window. Okay. Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Little smaller cup.
It's only 36%. Something isn't right. Okay, we're going to start by checking posture. Shoulders down and back. Chin back. Take a nice deep breath. Commence. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing the 73 long form. Also, I'm not happy with the sound of the music. Sorry about that. The commencement is a little bit different in this long form. Okay. Let's commence. Arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Single whiff. Raise hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Single whip. Wave hands. Breathe in, breathe out, brush knee, walk. Good. Okay. No, let's just move down here. Self-massage can be very nice. You can pound your lower back and back of your legs and up front. And then you can go up inside and then upside down, inside up, upside down. Okay. And cool down. Picture in picking up a cauldron with a big handle, like that. Your hands scoop up that handle, invert. Okay, now, gather up all the stuff that we probably don't need to think about, even if you leave here, and you can leave them in outer space. Okay, have a great week, really good week.
Thank you.
And small class, but great progress. If the weather